Okay, I'm out here this morning testing this Taurus PT738 pistol. It's getting crowded. I got here early to test some reloads, and I haven't really gone through any kind of test. But now I got some old ammo. I got some Blazer ammo, the aluminum case. I'm gonna run some of this. It's 7 yards, and I think I have also, I'm not quite sure what the other brass case ammo, but this is from my when I had my Ruger pistol. One thing I found about this gun, when you're shooting it, I was trying to shoot it, and if you pull back real slow on the trigger, it'll hang up for a second, at least the way it was when I was on the bench. So now I'm going to try it just as it should be used. That's 7 yards. Alright, I put up Blazer ammo. Not too terrible. Got them all in the black. And this is with our other ammunition. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's brass case. But about the same. These aren't match guns. And like I said, for some reason the hammer's hanging up on me. I got to try to use it more. I was target practicing with it today, not really practically shooting with it. Maybe I'll try another target here. Got a different type of target here we're going to try. Like I said, these sights are almost, I have to paint that or something. I keep losing it. So it's kind of like, why even use it? Okay, already we run into a problem. The hammer keeps hanging up, or like at the very last end, it's not releasing right. Try another clip in there. I don't know, that's not a good thing for a defense gun. That even wasn't a light strike malfunction. I'm going to have to check into this. That isn't a good deal. Do it again. Yeah, now it's starting to definitely malfunction. Try one more clip before I get out of here. I'm only going to put 3 rounds in it. I don't know. Needs some further investigation, I guess. I'll look into it later on today. Okay, so now we got the pistol home. And upon further inspection, now we have 100% malfunction here. There is no manual safety on this gun, and the lock locks everything. The trigger wouldn't move. So what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble the gun. I believe there may be a piece of debris in here that got stuck in there. I really didn't give it a thorough cleaning after I bought it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get our gun disassembled. And I had a friend who had a similar problem like this. Bought a brand new gun and there was a burr on the bolt. It was like a semi-automatic pistol MAC-10 copy. And a hunk of the plastic fell down to the trigger mechanism after he shot it, a few rounds out of it, and it didn't work. So we're going to look inside and see why there's something in here. Why this won't engage. It's pretty wide open. There's no I don't believe there's magazine safety. Nothing very obvious. That rotates around this here, and there's a cutout for it. Well, the only thing I can do is try to flush out what little mechanism is there and see if that helps. Nothing fell out. It doesn't look like anything's jamming. I have to look at a diagram. I don't know why this won't release. And all the internals are in the frame itself. See something down there. I have to do some further investigation. I'll get back. Okay, now we're in a very hellish place. I've taken the internal mechanism out of the pistol. I do not recommend doing this, but I still don't know how I'm going to get it back together. So what happens is when you pull the trigger, there's this thing here that goes on this side. I can't get it down on there because the spring in it. When you pull the trigger, this bar has something to do with the hammer, which is here. It goes in on a pin here, and this pulls the hammer back, double action. The sear in that was working all right. I seen the sear come out, but if you see, there's a spring under here. So the only thing I could find that's wrong is either this spring is pushing up too hard on this, or on the hammer where it engages, which I believe is this surface here. You see is worn, and I believe not really much of a burr, but something's going on where that's where it probably pulls the hammer back. So what I'm going to do is stone this, so it's either this, it's got a burr on it, or that spring it's got too much pressure on that part. So what I'm going to do is two things. I'm going to touch that area with a stone and just polish it. I want to try to figure out on this thing where the area of engagement is and try to polish that a tad. And then maybe this spring in here, try to give it a tweak down. I don't know, see, because then if it ain't powerful enough, then the gun's going to malfunction. Honestly, all this problems right out of the box, a brand new gun. I'm kind of really giving a thumbs down to this. I thought maybe a hunk of dirt got down in here and was gumming something up, but that's not the case. I flushed it out and it's still not working. The mechanism's screwed up. I should have just sent this gun back for repairs, but now that I disassemble, I'm kind of stuck with it, so I have to fix it. So I'm going to give that a try and try getting it back together, which is going to be a nightmare, and we'll see what we end up. Okay, what we've learned at this point with the Taurus PT738 pistol is you don't want to disassemble it totally like I did, or you'll be sending it back to the factory for warranty work. Now the thing is, I made two kind of mistakes here. One, I bought the gun new, so it would have been repaired and looked at for free up to 1 year after purchase. So I kind of dropped the ball on that. But another thing is, in taking the pistol apart, I kind of tried to figure out what was wrong. And what it seemed to be is, the gun's fairly simple in operation, is when the trigger bar's pulling that hammer back in double action, there was like burrs at the very end of the area where that engages and trips. And one of two things happened. Either the burrs were hanging up and not letting the hammer fall, or the pin, which also acts as a cam point on this that holds the hammer in, either moved or came loose, which it shouldn't have done. But either way, the gun shouldn't have done that, one way or the other. And what's bad about it is I got 40 rounds out of it before it started acting up, which for a pocket handgun, most people say would buy a box of shells, say they fire 20 rounds to try the gun out, and then load the remainder in the clip and carry this. Well, this is very bad in that point of from what's been going on here, because then when you need the gun after you've tested it out, it may fail. The gun shouldn't have failed one way or the other. But I'm sending it off today to the factory. I'm probably, because I disassembled it, I'm sending it, it's in parts. They're going to probably charge me money. If I left the gun alone and just sent it, they probably would have fixed it for free. I have no idea how long it's going to take. They were pretty good on the phone, the customer service. They gave me a work order and all the instructions. But turnaround time, the way these guys are acting, they get a lot of guns returned to them, I guess. So we'll have to wait and finish this video up when I get the firearm back. But as of right now, I'm pretty disappointed in it.